Yes, greetings in the name of the Most High. I'm going to talk very slow today so that a lot of people could understand what I'm saying, because people say I talk too fast. So I'm going to slow up. No more ginseng, you understand? All right. Firstly, today we're going to talk about herbs that we use to relieve pain or make the pain go away. And there's a lots of them, and there is different kind of pain. You have headaches, you have belly pain, you have back pain from injury, you have joint pain, and there's toothache, tooth pain, toothache we call it. So there are different kind of pain, but we use herbs in different categories for different type of pain. So today we're going to talk about a herb for the joint pain, from arthritis, osteoarthritis, or from injury. And some of the herbs we're going to talk about is for when you have sciatic nerve problem in the back. If you're going to see a chiropractor, then you could use herbs or these herbs for pain also. And we're going to give you some herbs that are used for headaches and bellyache and toothaches. You know what I mean? Because they're all here on the earth that God gives us to use on a regular basis. My sister-in-law died, so I don't think, I'm hoping to be in New York on the 10th of December. We're going to see, because my sister-in-law is going to be buried on the 16th of December. So if I'm going to change that date from the 10th of December, I will let everybody know what date I will be in New York to see my patients in 3306 Church Avenue. Alright? That's number one. Number two, we're having another retreat because there were so many people calling for the retreat. So we're going to do a retreat in April, from April 5th to April 15th, because we're going to have a big festival in Grenada. And then we're going to have myself performing, and we're going to have steel pulse, we're going to have the tanner. So if you want to come and sign up for that retreat in April, from the 5th to the 15th, just give us a call, 473-416-2310 or 631-399-0149, yeah? All right, now, first we're going to do a formula for joint pain. And let's go with the herb we're going to use. First we're going to use turmeric powder, we're going to use ginger, and we're going to use some cayenne pepper. And then we're going to use some peppermint oil at the base. We're going to use some nutmeg oil made in Grenada. And we are going to use some clove oil. And we're going to mix all these other oils with coconut oil and olive oil. Alright? And we don't want to use too much cayenne pepper, because you know cayenne pepper could be very strong. So the least of the herbs should be put in the pain reliever is your cayenne pepper. Okay? Alright, so we're going to use the oil, we're going to use the coconut oil, we're going to put the coconut oil in here, and then we're going to mix it with the olive oil. If you have varicose veins now, and you want to get rid of the varicose veins topically, you could use this treatment, but with a couple grain of garlic to help to remove the plaque from the arteries. So we're going to use coconut oil, olive oil, we're going to use some clove oil, and clove oil could be used also if you have a toothache. You could use a little bit of clove oil, take the clove oil, put it on the gums, and then the toothache disappears. So you can use clove oil for that also. Then we're going to put some peppermint oil in there. Yeah, and then we're going to use the nutmeg oil in here. About 20 drops of nutmeg oil in here, because nutmeg is an anti-inflammatory herb. And then we're going to use our turmeric now. We're going to put the turmeric in here. Yeah. And then we're going to use the ginger. Always get the ginger in the powder. It's much better to use the ginger in the powder form. And then we're going to put a little bit, because as I said before, too much cayenne pepper is no good. So you want to use the least of the herbs. You should be using cayenne pepper. We put cayenne pepper there. And then we're going to stir it up a little bit. Stir it up. If it's too thick, you could always put a little bit more of coconut oil, especially if you have varicose veins in there. And then you stir it up. Stir it up properly. And then what you do is, it becomes like either a paste or liquid. And you take that oil and you put that oil on your joints. If you have any kind of pain in your joints, in your wrist, or in your neck, or in your back. If you have the pain in the joint because of osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, then what you could do is, after you put the spread of these herbs and the oils on the joint, you take a cabbage leaf, and once the oils are on the joint, you take the cabbage leaf and you put the cabbage leaf, rest it on there, and then the cabbage leaf will send a lot of the sulfur to help with the pain. That's if you have joint pain, neck pain, back pain, or what we call sciatic nerve pain. So the pain is moving from your back and it's going into your waist. To your legs. That's sciatic nerve pain. If you have a slip disc, you could use some arnica oil in the mixture, because arnica oil, is also good for back pain too, a lot of pain, right? Now if you have a headache, or if you have a woman have a period pain, we use black haw, cranberry, lobelia. That also could be used in the mixture with the pain for osteoarthritis. So you use the black haw, cranberry, lobelia, and for period pain. If you have a headache, you use peppermint, wintergreen, Indian pipe, and another herb called Jamaican dogwood. But all these herbs can be mixed together with these herbs here for period pain. The period will go away a little faster now. If you have pain where you can't sleep now, there is a few herbs that you could also use there if there is pain and the pain is preventing you from sleeping. We use black cohosh, which is a nervine, and have a lot of estrogen, so it helps with women who are going through anxiety because of menopause. And it's not a herb to be used in water or the tea, but for pain it helps, because the chemicals are not water soluble. So a tincture or a standardized black cohosh product should be used if you're going through menopause and getting anxiety. Valerian, passion flower, and this herb called passion flower, that's the third herb in the bottom here, it's a herb that we use for people who can't sleep and suffering from insomnia, because the mind keep on thinking and thinking and thinking, and they can't fall asleep because of that. Passion flower works well there. But if the pain is in the tummy now, you have what we call belly pain or colic, we use the black cohosh, we use the valerian, we use the passion flower, and we use another herb called chamomile, because chamomile is like a carminative to the stomach. So we use that particular herb if there is belly pain. If there is any kind of pain now, there's the one herb at the bottom here called white willow bark. That is what they make aspirin from. Aspirin that they give you for headaches and all this pain come from this herb here, white willow bark. So we use all these herbs together if the person can't sleep and because of pain, or if the person can't sleep because they have anxiety or they have tension headache, you know what I mean, or they have stress. These are the herbs we might use, we're going to use for the pain. If the joint is swollen now, if you have what we call osteoarthritis and the joint is swollen with inflammation, then we might use some magnesium. We might use some anti-inflammatories, again turmeric, again ginger. But once you have joint pain, you have to know what is causing you to have the pain. And again, we want to come over here. Come over here, Mage. Remember that when you have blood stagnation, always tell people about blood stagnation. Once you have blood stagnation and the blood don't move well, you're going to get pain. And that's why a lot of women have period pain, because they have clots and the blood don't move. We call it blood stasis. So once a woman having period pain and the blood is not moving well, she's going to get stagnation of the blood and she will get pain. So usually when you have what we call bad circulation and the pain and the blood becomes stagnant, you will get pain. And that's why all the herbs here work. Some of them work with circulation, some of them work as antispasmodic plants. And then when you move the blood properly by using herb for circulation now, and the blood start moving, you will see that your joint pain start to go away, your headache will go away, and then you can use some points. I'm going to show you the point on Major. You have some points you can use if you have pain in the temple or in the forehead. You can use some peppermint oil. You can use peppermint oil, take one hand right over here, one over here, and then you massage the temple, that's number one, and you could put your hand right here and squeeze it for 2 to 3 minutes and release it, and then the pain in the forehead goes away, especially if you're getting pain from sinuses. If you're getting pain in the head again from maybe cluster headaches or migraine headaches, you could take some oils, peppermint oil again, or clove oil, mix them together, and then put it right here, and then squeeze it again. for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then automatically the pain disappears. Or you can have a point right here. Squeeze here again for about 3 minutes. Squeeze again, another 3 minutes, and the pain disappears. So that is what we use for when you have pain, not any kind of pain. On Monday, if God give us health and strength, we're going to have a video on anxiety, and we're going to introduce my patient, a close patient of mine, who we help fix severe anxiety. So until, give Jehovah the glory. Peace to everyone. Have a nice weekend now. All right.